Let's look at sampling subqueries and common table expressions. We'll start with sampling. Let's say we have a table of students and we'd like to select 5 students at random from that table. So here are 2 examples of queries using limit to return 5 rows. So the first is select star from students, limit 5, and the second is select star from students, ordered by name, limit 5. So in the first case, we're going to return the first 5 rows, and in the second case, we're going to sort it by name and then return the first 5 sorted names. So take a moment, pause the video, and think about what type of sampling this is in terms of the last lectures that you looked at. So in terms of convenience, probability, and simple random sample. Okay, so the first is a form of convenience sample. The second is a probability sample. Because once it's ordered, the probability that we're going to return a particular name, the first 5, is 1. For all other names, the probability we'll return the name is 0. It's not a simple random sample, however. Now, what if we wanted to do random sampling? Well, the random sampling methods that are available will depend upon the database engine. So suppose we want to draw a simple random sample from a SQL table. Well, a common approach that's used with SQLite is the following statement. So select star from, let's say it's an action movie table, order by random, limit 3. So that'll return 3 action movies at random. Now, it might seem very inefficient, maybe there's thousands of movies, to sort that entire table by some random value and then only select 3 of the rows to return. But this is what makes database management systems so powerful, is their query optimization that takes place under the hood. It makes this very efficient. And this is the difference. You have to remember that SQL is a declarative language. So you say what you want, not how you should get that answer. It's up to the query planner and the query optimizer to implement the how. Now, let's suppose we wanted to pick 3 random years from our action movie table. So we could do the following query. Select year from action movie, so that's going to pick the year column. Group by year, so that's going to group all of the years together. And then order by random and limit 3. So that'll return 3 random years from that table. Now let's suppose we wanted to get all of the movies from 3 randomly selected years. So that same query that we just did. Well, we can use that query as a subquery. So here, we're going to select star from action movie. So all of the rows from the action movie, where the year is in the list, select year from action movie, group by year, order by random, limit 3. So effectively what we've done here is we've created an unnamed temporary table that contains the 3 randomly selected years. This is a subquery. Now what we'll get as a result, that's sometimes known as a cluster sample, because it'll be all of the movies from those 3 randomly selected years. Now, a subquery is just simply a query within another query, and that creates a temporary table. So there are 2 different ways we can do this. We can do it in a from clause, where we describe a table instead of naming it. So, for example, let's say we wanted to join the table U with a simple random sample from table T. So we could use the statement select star from, and then now we're going to create our temporary table. It's going to be select star from T, order by random, limit 10. So it's going to contain 10 random rows from T, and then we're going to join that with U. Alternatively, we could do it using a where clause. So let's say in a where clause, we basically will describe a 1-column table instead of a list, and that's used within. So if we want to select the rows in the top 3 most popular months, we would simply say select star from T, where T.month is in, now our temporary table, select month from months, ordered by popularity, descending, and we'll limit it to 3. That'll create a temporary table with the top 3 most popular months. And then we'll use that to select the rows from T. So a common table expression allows for the creation of a temporary table, and it's a way to help you organize complex queries. So CTEs can make a complex query much more readable, and they can be used instead of subqueries. So let's create a temporary table. So our first statement here with T2 as, and then the subquery, will create the temporary table T2. So here what we're going to do is we're going to select star from T, ordered by random, limit 10. So we're going to pick 10 random rows from T. So that's T2, our temporary table. We're then going to do a join with select star from T2 and U. That will join our temporary table with U. So you can see this is a much cleaner and easier way to write your queries in a way that's much more understandable for others.